one day, this character, so named Bob, let's say, and he's like he's walking home from work, and then he sees a sign that says detour, and it's pointed like right at some like this like dark forest. And then Bob's not very bright, so it says like shortcut. And he goes, oh, I'll get me home faster, so I'll go through this nice dark forest here. And so he's walking through the dark forest and whatnot, and then like all the trees were swaying in the wind and stuff, and they've got bare branches and creepy forest stuff, cobwebs, whatnot. And then he hears this like rustling in the bushes, he thinks, or something. But then Bob's also not very bright, like I mentioned earlier, so he doesn't think of leaving the forest. He just keeps walking. But then he hears rustling again. This time he hears like this kind of like this like crazy laughter sound coming from just echoing through the forest. And then so like now Bob's like it's kind of getting to him now, and he started to think like this forest seems haunted. And then so he starts like running through the forest, and he keeps hearing this laugh, like this cackling that's getting closer and closer and closer.
And all of a sudden, Michael Jackson came back from the 80s and 90s. And he sings Thriller, and then all the trees, behind the trees, there all of a sudden zombies come from the ground. And then everyone starts dancing Thriller.
Then this dragon comes around the corner. He's like, who dares come here? Didn't you hear my laugh? And then all the zombie trees and Bob and Michael Jackson are like, hey, dude, we're just chilling. Want to come dance with us? And the dragon's like, yeah, no, excuse me? And Michael Jackson's like, come on, bro, it's the Thriller. And then, sure. And then the dragon's like, okay, well, I don't even know what that is, so you can get out of my forest right now. And then the not so bright Bob comes in and says, hey, let's say shortcut. And then the dragon's like, well, where do you think it was a shortcut to? And then Bob's like, I don't know. And then the dragon's like, well, then get out.
Because Bob isn't very bright, he took a second for the message to reach his brain, but the dragon thought that he was being sassy. So the dragon went to go eat him, but then all of a sudden, Captain Jack-O-Lantern, who's a living Jack-O-Lantern with a big orange cape with purple stripes, came and beat up the dragon with his gorge power. Then he led Bob out of the forest and dropped him off at his own home, except he forgot his cape.
The horror that our super friend felt when he didn't have his cape, he was all like, what? My cape? No! The evil laughing man was all like, ha, I can defeat you now because you don't have your cape. But then Bob and Michael Jackson were like, you can do it, superhero, we believe in you. And then he's all like, thanks, I can do it. But then the laughing man ate him.
And the dragon, he's like, oh my god, that's so disgusting. And he barfs up the superhero, but the superhero's already dead. There's remains of blood and grossness. It's so gory that Michael Jackson turns away. He's scared. But when he turns away in the distance, he sees a big blue light. And it slowly becomes bigger. He sees this huge alien ship. And it comes down, and it's like, Merry Halloween, Bob! Surprise! And then all of his friends come out of the spaceship, and they help him in, and they all have a big Halloween party with Michael Jackson, who is a zombie.
Bob enters the alien spaceship, and the alien driving it says, Merry Halloween, Bob. I love you. And Bob is instantly smitten by this, and after the party, him and the alien fly off in the UFO, and they get married, and they have a litter, and everything like that.